Hey, what's up YouTube? You're watching Ready, Set, Drone, and today I'm gonna tell you how you can win yourself a Tello plus this cool racing kit from MAKKER. So stay tuned. Okay, so for everyone who's watched this channel, you know I'm a big fan of the Tello. It is a fun little drone to fly. Flies well with both a Bluetooth remote like this one. It also flies well with a phone or tablet using the app. It's one of the few drones you can actually fly with a phone that's pretty decent to do. Great little introductory drone for having some fun, learning how to fly, and also taking some decent pictures and video. So all of that said, a company out of Denmark called MAKKER has made this kit that allows you to race the drone and actually time yourself in competitive races using infrared or IR sensors that you fly over each of the markers, and it tells you basically if you've hit the marker. So if you set out a course with 4 markers or 3 markers, it can tell you that you've hit each of the markers, and then you can time yourself using an app that MAKKER also makes. So I'm going to demonstrate that, and then at the end of the video I'm going to tell you how you can win a Tello plus a MAKKER race kit from MAKKER, and it's pretty simple. So stay tuned and let me show you this stuff. So first of all, this is the MAKKER kit here. There are 3 markers that you use to set out. So if you're going to make a race course, you would set these out in your yard or in your house or wherever you're going to fly. These all emit an infrared light, and there is then this marker that actually goes on the Tello itself. Now this also emits an infrared light. It's kind of like your remote control on your television. When it passes over and the infrared light sees the other infrared light, it activates the beacon and tells the app, hey, you passed over the right spot. So if you're flying on a course, you'll know if you actually hit the right spots or not. Also, if you're trying to do precision flying, it's also good for that. Now, this thing, the best way to get it on the bottom of your Tello is to actually connect it via Velcro. But before you do that, you're going to want to take this provided USB cord, which has 4 micro USB chargers at the end, along with a USB-A, the regular USB end here, that you plug into your wall or into your computer or whatever, and then you're going to want to charge all of these up. So you charge up your transmitter, is what I'll call it, the one that goes on the drone, and then you charge up your 3 beacons. 1, 2, 3. Each of these has a little micro USB slot that you put the charging cable into and plug it in. Now I've already charged them, and you might be able to see that blue light blinking there. That's because I just turned this one on. The blue light indicates that this thing is actually going. Now that these both have the light on, they're both transmitting. What you have to do next is download the app, which I'll put a link in the description. It's both for Android and for iOS. I'm going to use it my iPad mini here. I've got the app running already, and you'll hear as I go over each time, it's telling me that I've successfully passed over it. It's counting that as a lap. So you can use just one marker, fly out, fly over it, and fly back, and then that would tell you that you reached your goal, the distance you want to go. But with 3 markers, again, you can set up kind of a triangular or any shape course you want, and you can always add more markers to it. So we're going to go ahead and stop this guy, hit reset. I'm going to turn on these other 2. So now I've got 3 markers, and just to, again, to demonstrate that they're working the way I want, I'm going to go. See how when I run over them. Now if you go out to the side, it doesn't work. There's a certain amount of accuracy you have to have. There's a cone that comes up from these things. You can be fairly high too. As long as it passes directly over it, it's going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this, hit reset, and we're going to put the marker on the Tello via Velcro. And if you do it right, you don't want to block these 2 sensors, because these 2 sensors here are your positioning sensors on the bottom of the Tello. So you don't want to block those, but you can be pretty close to them. But if you do it right, the Tello will sit just like that on the marker. So what we're going to do is place these at some various spots around the yard, and then I'm going to try flying over them from here and see how well I can do it. All right. bring it down a little bit, line it up, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Up, you heard it. Now I'm going to go over to this one. Kind of interesting trying to do it line of sight because I'm not quite sure how far back I have to be. Oh, there we go, I got it. Now I'm going to go to this one. Got it. So that was one lap. Remember, the Tello does not have obstacle avoidance, so you don't want to hit anything. So now I'm going to try it again. See if I can do it a little faster. There's one. Oh, missed it. Go back. What am I doing wrong? Got it. Going over to the third one. Got it. Coming back. I'm gonna hit stop. Bring this over here for a second and look at my results a little bit. So if I say this is going to be, I don't know if it matters what order you do them in, but this is going to be marker 1. Okay, marker 2 and marker 3. Okay, stop. So now 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, here we go. There's marker 1. Oh, it is a lot easier with the game controller doing line of sight. There's marker 2. And marker 3. And then I'll go back to marker 1. And let's see if I can do it smoother. Again, let's see if I can hit marker 3. All right, so I do want to say a couple things about the actual pieces themselves. They are very well made. They're plastic, but they're like not a flimsy plastic. They seem very well fitted, like the fit and finish is really nice. The lighting on them is really cool, the way it kind of lights up around the edge. The recess of the USB port is nice, and in some cases on cheaper things, when you put in the USB plug, it pushes the little recess in, which it doesn't do here. It's very solid. The button feels really good, and they also have these little holes, so I imagine you could hang them from something if you wanted to, so that you could use them as a sideways sensor. There's nothing that says they have to face up. They could face sideways. Anything you wanted to activate as you went by with the marker, with the transmitter here, would work. And you can see the transmitter itself is very lightweight. It doesn't really impact the drone's flight at all. It seems to be just fine with that. And again, it's also well made. The light on it is very apparent, and it actually lights up when you roll over. When it's on, you roll over one of these, it lights up. Now I don't have the app running right now, so you see how it's lighting up? That's because I'm running. That's when I'm over in the infrared area. Actually, that's interesting. So you'll see when I'm in the infrared area, it lights up blue, and then when I'm out of it, it goes off. So that's where the infrared area starts, and that's where it stops. And I imagine if you get higher, yeah, you can see there it's in the red, and then it's out, infrared. So really cool tech in this stuff. Okay, one other little thing we thought would be fun. We're big frisbee people, love throwing the disc, love playing ultimate. We thought we would try putting a marker right in the center, as close as possible, of this disc, turning it on, and seeing if we're running the app, if we can actually get it to beep by throwing it accurately over the marker. So the one other thing I didn't talk about is the precision mode, where it keeps the timer going as long as you are hovering over the actual marker. So in this case, you can see the timer is counting. It's at 10 seconds right now. because I'm over the marker. As soon as I go off the marker, the timer stops counting. So basically it's going to let you know how long are you able to hover in this little range to keep the thing engaged like that. So I don't think that's what we want for this though. I think we want the race mode for the frisbee. So what I'm going to try and do is actually throw the frisbee over a marker that's sitting over on that table. And we'll see if the thing actually beeps if I do it accurately enough. Yes, you heard it. Okay, so now Tate and I are going to play catch with the frisbee over the marker and see how many times we can get it over the marker as we throw it. Nope, missed that one. Okay, so as a frisbee accuracy tester, it actually works pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So now the big question is, how do you win a Maker kit and a brand new Tello from Maker? Well, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is follow the link at the end of this video to the video that Maker made about the Tello and this kit that I will link you to. Subscribe to the Maker YouTube channel and leave a comment in that video that says win a Tello. W-I-N-A-T-E-L-L-O. And from everyone who leaves that comment, win a Tello, and is a subscriber to the Maker YouTube channel, we will randomly select, actually Maker will randomly select a winner, and we will do that on New Year's Eve. We'll pick the winner, and then on my next First Friday, which will be the first Friday of January 2020, which I believe is January 3rd, don't quote me on that, but I think it's January 3rd, 2020, we will have the winner announced, and then Maker will ship you one of these kits with everything you see here, as well as a brand new Tello. I'm also really curious what your ideas of how you could use this thing would be. What would be some cool things you could do with it in terms of gamifying it, or just having fun, or testing your accuracy? Leave those in the comments below. Again, to win the Tello, just go over to the Maker video that I'm going to link to, leave the comment, win a Tello, and subscribe to the Maker YouTube channel, and you'll be qualified. We will draw the winner on New Year's Eve, and we will give it away on January 3rd, 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and please be a subscriber, because we love our subscribers here at Ready Set Drone. Thanks for watching.